isn't it? I got that all cranked down. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, damn it.
Oh,
Give me 1 second. Hold on.
here we go.
Oh, wait. No, I
Can
got
we,
it.
can we start over?
Oh, shut up.
I remember those days. See, Greg and I were reminiscing before you joined. I don't know. I feel like this has gotten a little stale. I miss the in-person stuff.
Maybe this will work.
Remember whenever we'd have to do a beer review twice because he forgot to hit record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The new horrible intro.
Oh, whatever. I don't see you making an intro. All right, here we go. Bye. Or, here we go. Here we go.
See you later.
I'll join you in
Good
30
show.
seconds.
Back next week.
Welcome to Stuck in Beta. Here's our hosts, Greg, Josh, and Josh.
Hello. You do realize our old intro went about twice as long as that.
Really?
Yeah. I know you may think that, man, that's long. That takes forever. But we would let that old intro go to 50 to 60 seconds before we said, hey, welcome. So, there you go.
I've never been one to complain about length, but
That's a weird comment.
of the intro, you were complaining about the actual type of intro. The length wasn't the problem.
He doesn't
I
like
think
to show off his chin either on video.
Yeah.
He's again it.
Again,
I thought he was gonna move it, but he didn't.
No.
Okay then. So how you guys doing? You have a fine week since we've last convened.
Busy, I guess.
Oh, now we're getting a good look of.
what? What are you busy with?
Oh, it's nonstop meetings, man.
Oh,
I tell you what.
Well,
Here we go.
I tell you what.
There we go. I was waiting for it. He's got his own soundboard. It's his mouth.
Man, the other day, somebody in my office said, do you remember? And I had to do the Michael Jackson, do you remember?
Do you remember?
Yeah. We used
Do
to
that
in
all the
office.
time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or there was something where Mana would always come up.
Yeah. Mana.
Yeah.
Do.
Damn it! Now I lost my train of thought.
And when someone would say they're curious, we would make fun of them.
Yeah.
You
Every
probably can't do that now.
so every we'd snicker at least.
Yeah.
Every time it seems like so I'm home, working from home, and
Really?
every time I get on, and for the most part, the dogs are just the one's always by my feet, the other one's downstairs. It never fails. Every time I get on a meeting, all of a sudden they just go nuts for some reason. And it's like there's construction all day, so it's not like, hey, there's a new person outside. They just decide to go nuts at some point. But I don't know.
How many meetings do you have?
How many? At least one a day or something like that.
Man, that's not bad.
So it's not horrible, but it depends on the day too.
Yeah, I'm in about one an hour.
Yeah, but you're like management, aren't you? So you
Yeah.
get that.
He's the man.
Yeah,
It gets old.
you get that extra nonsense.
I feel like I'm on this is an extension of my day.
Oh, I'm sorry to make it.
Going back to what I was saying.
Hey, Josh,
before we
hot enough
started.
for you? You got those TPS reports that I asked you for?
Yeah. That's why this is kind of getting to be a little bit of a drag because it's like, I do this all day long and then it's just like more more virtual conversation.
I hear you're saying you want a bar built and a place you can go to and hang out after work
Yeah.
instead of having to be at home.
I know. It's getting old,
Sorry.
man.
I
You
never
just
got an
build-
invite from you to say, "Hey, come
Build
on
a bar
over."
on your patio.
Today
Yeah, that's
wouldn't
a
be
good idea.
today wouldn't be a good day since it's
No,
raining.
but you could enclose underneath your deck so you wouldn't get rained on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's still it's not.
I've got another White Claw mango and a Contact High pineapple seltzer from Four Hands.
No,
It's not
I don't-
bad. It's actually pretty good.
I don't even have a beer. Maybe I should go get one.
wow, you better go
Yeah,
get
yeah.
one.
I was gonna say maybe that'll improve your sourpuss mood.
Yeah, you can drink during our meeting.
That's true. I mean, I couldn't really drink during the rest
Hell,
of
you
it,
could
too.
you could do a line of Coke if you wanted. We wouldn't care.
Yes, you would. You'd worry about my well-being.
Yeah,
Nah,
Little bit.
We'd admire you.
Uh-huh.
so it's weird that pretty much. So for once, it seems the big guys are in the lead with this seltzer business because
Yeah.
all of them came out and the craft breweries are kind of copying them, you know?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, I shouldn't say almost every craft brewery, but there are a ton that are doing these seltzers.
Right. Which,
But I don't mind White Claw. It's something different to drink.
yeah. But I don't know. I don't like the really, really sweet drinks like that, you know?
Yeah,
It's not for me. Oh, look at this.
man,
He's
that was a
even got a
good pour.
glass. He's all fancy. But yeah, it's a total opposite of when craft breweries came in to the, you know, I mean, it's been years now, but the big guys tried kind of copying them by putting out
Right.
different types of beers and this and that. This time it's the other way around. We've created a seltzer that everyone's enjoying or whatever. Now the craft breweries are, I wouldn't say all of them obviously, but a lot of them are making their own versions, which I don't know.
I don't think I've tried a seltzer yet.
Really?
Really? You tried one of those Trulies or whatever.
Yeah,
at,
I was gonna say. I thought you.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's right. That was a long time ago.
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
they've
yeah.
been around for a while.
Yeah.
And Bauman's on the bleeding edge of
Yeah.
I guess
Fashion.
the early 20s.
Yeah, I mean, you name it. I'm on the bleeding edge of a lot of things.
Yeah. They all follow him, actually,
Right, I set the standard.
That's
yeah.
right.
pretty much. You know, I remember moonshine wasn't a thing at all, and then you started drinking. Man,
I know it took off.
it was in the clubs and everywhere.
I'm what they call an influencer.
Oh, that's
That's
the
that's the term.
Mhm.
you're like one of the
Social media.
I
Yeah.
mean, you're just like one of those Instagram models.
What do you mean? Just like I am? I don't understand
Yeah.
what's so funny.
I don't know, just something
laughing
made me giggle a little.
I'm laughing to the bank, bitches. That's all I have to say.
There you go. Anytime you try to influence one of my posts, it really never bumps up any.
Yeah, that is kind of strange, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I think the trick is you have to disable your socials once every 6 months or so.
Oh yeah. Are you still on that kick?
Yeah, I haven't gotten into Facebook for a couple weeks now.
Wow. Now, are
Part
you
of it is-
handshaking or anything like that?
No, I'm past that stage.
See, but you'll
I
still
think
be
I-
on Instagram and Twitter and all the other
Yeah,
socials. You just
There's-
won't be on
there's-
Facebook.
yeah. I don't have to lose respect for my friends that are idiots. So, no, I kind of locked myself out of Facebook, I think, because I had 2FA turned on, or MFA, whatever they call it. And to get the code, you have to use their app. Well, to sign into the app on my phone, since I've been logged out, I need the code. Well, I can't sign in because it asks for the freaking code from the app. So it's like this stupid, endless cycle of stupidity. So
Catch
whatever.
22, man.
Yeah.
Well, how about
So you're
that?
not aware of all the craziness going on out in the world right now.
Not really.
You sheltered yourself from it.
You're just
I-
avoiding it because they don't talk about any of that on Twitter or Instagram.
I'm not really on Twitter that much, and the people on Instagram I follow, they're not really super political. Like I follow a bunch of food people,
Boobs.
Swimsuit models.
Alton Brown's wife,
Boobs.
bunch of breweries. I was going to say something though. I've definitely called
water? Oh,
fewer
it's right
people idiots in the last 2 weeks since I've been off of Facebook.
Man,
Sorry.
I don't know how you get wrapped up in it. Lori does that too. She starts going down the rabbit hole, and she's like, I can't believe he's saying this, and I mean, it's just, I'm like, why are you even reading it? Just
No,
turn it off.
it's more about people that I know that I thought had a brain, and clearly they don't, and I have to call them out on it.
So you
What?
got involved in some of those conversations.
Yeah, my favorite was one of my friends, family friend from, just long time, posted a meme that said it was of Jesus and Jesus saying all lives matter. And I commented and said, well, I wonder if when Jesus was giving the Sermon on the Mount, he said, blessed are the poor, if there was someone from the crowd that screamed, yeah, we're all blessed, Jesus. And that started a big fight.
That's pretty good. I kind of like that. Yeah, I like that. But it's I know it's not me or him. Neither one of us post anything on Facebook.
No. So
I only
you're
get
hiding your
I only get
You're
tagged
hiding-
from
Yeah.
other people.
you're hiding your idiocrity from me, so I don't have to call you out on it.
Yeah, you know I'm an idiot, so I don't have to hide anything.
Yeah, and I have no problem telling you that. So, and
I miss the days now back to when I was blissfully ignorant. I mean, prior to March, I watched like zero news. I'm serious.
I don't watch any news now.
Well, now I find myself like in the mornings, I have a lot more free time, so I'm watching more network news or local news and national news. And then in the afternoons, we're watching, and then on YouTube, you start getting like fed the clips of whatever's going on currently in the day, and you get the little snippets of information. And then I'm a lot more involved in the late night talk show hosts and their opinions. So
I'm fast asleep.
no, this is on YouTube,
Oh,
but I gotta start trimming that stuff back because it gets overwhelming,
I watch a lot of guys playing Super Mario Maker. There's nothing political about Mario.
Yeah, there could be depending on the person.
Yeah, not really.
Did you guys? I don't know if you guys saw this. This was there's something I don't know I don't fully understand it, but in China there's some kind of it's supposed to be like as big as the Holocaust. I don't know. Have you guys heard about this? It's like they're segregating a bunch of people in this one region and putting them in kind of like a concentration camp where they're making them make like using them as cheap labor. I'm getting way too deep on this, but anyway.
Oh man.
There was a girl. The way that it was, I was watching. What's the British guy who's on HBO, John Oliver.
Yeah.
This is how he started his show, where there was a girl who was doing makeup, and it was like I don't know if it was Twitter or whatever, but anyway, she's doing her makeup, and then she starts talking about this as she's doing her makeup. It like in a matter of 12 seconds, it went from like this is how you put on your eyeshadow to like, and by the way, all of these people are enslaved in these concentration camps, and it was like I was like, what the hell is going on?
That's a total shift.
Yeah.
This
So you
escalated quickly.
Right. So be careful with what you're watching there, Greg, with your Mario Maker stuff. It can turn on a dime.
Well, a lot of times I have it on mute because it's just background, so I can,
While you're working.
while I'm working, yeah. Because if I'm working, I'm not really good at paying attention to a show and not, like, if I'm trying to focus on work, I can't have like a TV show or something going because then I'll stop focusing on work. But if I have something I can kind of glance at or whatever, I don't know. It's just, I don't know, just something I do.
That's how I am too.
But I could listen to the radio or whatever too. I'm okay with that. So this weekend I smoked my first pork butt in the old my new smoker.
How'd that turn out?
It turned out really good. I was really impressed. You know what? It's a lot of fun actually.
Yeah.
Like I haven't. I think I've smoked like one or two things before, but this.
Uh-huh.
Never mind. I'm not gonna pork. Anyway,
Meat was different.
yeah. So I got up like at 4 a.m. and got it started and all that. Had it all the rub and everything the night before ready, and turned out really well. The only thing that I was asking you for some advice because I know you do a lot of barbecuing and smoking and stuff like that.
I'm an influencer, yes.
You're an influencer. There you go. And towards the end, I know I was like up at a certain degree and it would not shift any higher. You were telling me about the stall and how your meat won't rise for.
Oh, pork butts are horrible for that.
Title of the show.
Your meat won't rise.
Yeah, your meat won't rise for like 3 hours, 4 hours. So
They have pills for that.
yeah. Anyway, got it up, and everyone was pleased.
I thought it was odd that you were giving those updates and I didn't chime in one single time. I was busy. I don't remember what I was doing, but it was like 26 messages between the two of you.
Well,
Watching TV.
that happens with you two all the time too, because I'll come back. I'll be like, "Why is there 26 messages talking about?" I don't know.
Well, I thought it was funny that the last message, it said, Josh, you said, how was it or how did it turn out? And then he never replied.
No, he like ghosted me hard. Yeah.
Like, you spent the entire day
Helping
talking
him
through it.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he didn't give you any feedback. He's like,
Right.
wait till go.
Yeah. Oh, did he even say that?
No, he didn't.
Oh.
But
I was waiting for the show to give you the. It was
Yeah.
very tasty.
Yeah, thanks, Josh. That's all.
No, thank you. I use that. So when you won that grill at the what was it, beer and sauce shop?
Beer sauce. Yeah.
Beer sauce
we
shop.
We went up there to the Sunset Hills one Sunday.
Yeah.
yeah, I saw that. I want to go there.
Oh, okay. I thought you had more to it. That's just...
No, I was letting you finish your story.
Oh, I was gonna. Well, I used the Swedish sugar rub or whatever. You had gotten all those rubs and sauces, and me and the other Josh, we kind of split it up. I used that, and it worked really good. And I put some after I pulled it. I used the hand mixer to pull it too.
Did you use yellow mustard to apply your?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
so
good way to do it.
Yeah, fun time. I could see how it's a really addictive hobby. You know.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
But kind of enjoy it. It added more because it was a work day for me. I was working, but every few minutes I'd go down, check on it, and what. But that I really like. This is a product endorsement by Greg. It's the Weber Connect Hub. So it's a device that will connect to your Wi-Fi, and it's got 4 little ports in it that you can take a prong and go probes. That one can be your the temperature inside the grill, and then the other 3 can be different meats, or you'd use all 4 for the meat, whatever you want to do. But I used it the whole time, and it worked out pretty well. That's
good. Some of the reviews online weren't that great for that.
I know, but I don't I don't know. I had no problems at all. I like the fact that it's Wi-Fi and not Bluetooth because I've had
Yeah.
Bluetooth ones before, and you'll be it won't be that, and they're crappy Bluetooth too. I've had Bluetooth where I could be 50 feet away and it still works, but the one that I've had, I'm like inside, like I see the thing inside, and I disconnect. It's
Yeah.
that. So, but anyway, I really think the thing's great. So there you go.
No, we ended up at that beer sauce shop because Annette was wanting to go because they posted on Facebook that they had some. Oh, we need to drink that Ivory Stout. It's a pale. It's a pale ale, right? That has the taste of a real heavy stout, I think. So we went up there and had a snack. We had their bacon flight, and turns out they have pickled jalapenos and hot pickles that are really, really good too. So it's definitely worth going up there.
Yeah, I'll have to take another trip up there.
It's right next to. I know there's an Enterprise Bank next to it, but I think there's like a First Community next to it as well. So it's just south of Maggie O'Leary's or whatever that O'Leary's bar is.
Maggie O'Brien's.
No, not Maggie O'Brien's. What used to be the restaurant.
Yeah, Maggie
John
O'Brien. I thought
No.
that's what it was.
No,
O'Leary's.
O'Leary's.
I know it used to be O'Leary's, but it's like I thought that's the new name.
No, I don't think so.
It doesn't have O'Leary's in the title.
But so there's two Maggie O'Brien's in less than a mile from each other.
I don't know.
Yeah, we should go though. Maybe this
Maggie
weekend.
O'Brien's. Yeah, that's the name of it.
I need to get out of the house.
Yeah, the old O'Leary's is Maggie O'Brien's.
Really?
There's a Maggie O'Brien's closer to Watson too. Then right?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
That's where Maggie O'Brien's is, close to Watson.
Right, but this was further south.
I don't know. There's
The old O'Leary's was further south.
no.
Yes.
It's literally like about a half mile south of Watson. That's
No.
where Maggie O'Brien's is, or that's where O'Leary's and Maggie O'Brien's is. Same place.
Yeah, that is renamed Maggie O'Brien's. What is? Oh, I'm thinking Helen Fitzgerald's. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so what do you?
Where's the other Maggie O'Brien's?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's been around. That is there one downtown on Market Street?
I think there is.
Yeah. That place is a dump.
Really?
Yeah.
We just lost them as a sponsor.
And I just got an email from them saying they'd
Yeah.
love to be a sponsor.
Share that email with us, Greg.
Yeah. Oh man. I don't know.
The beer sauce is next to Massage Envy and 66 Cigar. It's a little strip mall.
I couldn't. I mean, I was driving south on there and I didn't see it. You said it was.
Oh,
on
it's impossible to see from the road.
You
have
said
to
it
pull
was
into
on
their
the
parking lot.
right hand side.
It's on the east side of Lindbergh. So if you're going south, it's on the left hand side of the road.
Okay, well that's why. That's another reason why.
When you get to Mellow Mushroom, it's on the opposite side of Mellow Mushroom and south about a block.
Okay, so all you people that aren't anywhere near here, there you go.
Yeah.
Mo, leave her alone. Sorry. Did you get so this was an interesting thing. Did you get I'm sorry with all the ums. Were you aware that John Cryer auditioned for the Back to the Future role of Marty McFly?
No.
No.
Well, he did, and he put out this. It was like a long tweet where it's about 7 or 8 different tweets. He was talking about Back to the Future. He was saying that the script that he read before his audition was really different. He said it like the whole movie opened with Marty McFly playing the Close Encounters theme on his electric guitar while he was bootlegging a VHS tape of the movie at the same
really?
time. And the time machine wasn't a DeLorean, but it was let's see. It was a time machine needed a nuclear fission and a secret ingredient that turned out to be Coca-Cola. So in order for it to go, they needed Coca-Cola. And in the final scene, there wasn't the clock tower and a lightning bolt, but Marty snuck onto an atom bomb test site with that time machine to be near nuclear fission. But he runs and he breaks the bottle of Coke that he needs. And the test site has like all these, it's like a suburban town with mannequins and houses. And he looks in one of the refrigerators in there, and there was a Coke in there to use.
Huh.
And so he doesn't blow up. He hides in the refrigerator, and he goes back in time. So
Like Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
right, exactly. They used it late. They used that idea later in the crappiest Indiana Jones movie.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah. So, like, part of the reasoning about the whole refrigerator thing changing is they didn't want kids locking themselves in refrigerators.
Huh. Seems like I've heard that before somewhere.
I heard that, but like this whole thing about the Coca-Cola was the secret ingredient that allowed time travel, and very
How much
interesting.
did Coke pay to be a sponsor of that movie?
I don't know, but I don't remember there being any Coke in the movie.
No, because there was new Pepsi jokes, right?
Oh yeah,
Tab.
you're right. Pepsi free.
Yeah.
And
I'll take a tab.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
and
wait.
Tab.
Well, Tab is a Coke product though.
Oh,
And then there was a guy in the
only you would
Jeep,
know that.
at the beginning wearing a Mountain Dew hat, where he was holding on to the back of his skateboard. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have never known that.
Nope.
Well, you guys haven't watched it 3,000 times like I have, I guess.
Clearly.
Clearly.
Hockey starts tonight, boys.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah. It's exhibition.
Yeah, but still, it counts.
So how does
Yeah? It counts.
can you
It's
explain?
hockey.
Can you explain to me? I looked at like the
The
Blues
birds
schedule.
and the bees.
I looked at the Blues schedule, and I think they have about 5 games scheduled or whatever. I thought
Yeah, they're
this
doing
was
like a round robin.
okay. Are they doing that before it gets into an actual playoff
So-
bracket, or how does that?
Since they expanded the number of teams in the playoff, they have like a play-in round for the wild card teams to figure out who's making it into the next round. And while that's going on, the top teams from each division are playing a round robin style tournament to see how they're seeded. And when all of the games are done, they'll reseed everybody. They're not going to take the regular season standings as the seed format.
Okay, that also gives them a little bit of a chance to
Right.
warm up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
It'll be interesting to see how everybody plays tonight.
I was trying to figure that out with the schedule. It just showed, we're playing the Avalanche, we're playing I think tonight we're playing the Blackhawks, but tonight's not a real game, or
Yeah,
does
it's
that
an
count toward?
exhibition.
Okay, that doesn't
No.
count towards this round
No.
robin. Okay.
I think their first round robin game is next week sometime, like the 3rd, I think.
right.
But yeah, they're going to have three games a day in each building, I think. So it'll be interesting.
And that's
They got
Edmonton.
Rogers Place. Yeah.
Yeah, Rogers Place in Edmonton is where the Western Conference is, and then Toronto is where the Eastern Conference is playing.
Wow.
So it'll be interesting. I'm watching the Capitals, is it Capitals and Rangers game. No, Carolina game right now. They have the stadium. It actually looks pretty cool because they've got the seats covered in tarps. It looks better than baseball, I think, with just empty seats.
Yeah, I was going to talk about baseball. I know there was a couple ads, on YouTube and Twitter or whatever, saying that Fox Sports was going to have virtual fans. I could never find. I was checking all the games on Fox Sports and then on the real Fox. None of them I could see it, and I was seeing people complain saying
it looked pretty shitty from the screenshots I've seen.
Well, yeah, people were saying it's you only saw the virtual fans from like one camera.
Yeah.
Like the other cameras would be empty, so it really didn't. The effect got lost.
It's like when they do those advertisements behind home plate on the green
the
backstop, and then they switch to like an outfield view and you can see it's just a blank green bar.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't know. Their idea was a good idea, but it didn't pay off.
It sounds like they have the audio under control for the fake fans again. That first game I watched was awful.
Yeah, I watched a couple innings here and there, and it sounded like a real game. I mean, if you weren't paying attention to the screen, you would have thought it was just a regular game.
Yeah.
Right, and like they'd still do the like bump, 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 and then you'd hear the clapping and stuff going with it. Like,
yeah,
it was enough to make you, have you seen some of the games with the cardboard fans?
I saw part of the game last night where Joe,
some of them have like a like the whole top body, and the one last night I can't remember where it was. I think it. Oh no, it may. It had to be where the Target Field, the Twins.
Yeah.
They just had the heads of people on the seats. Yeah. And I don't know, if I'm a pitcher, I think that's so distracting to see a bunch of big old heads right there all over. I don't know. To me it seemed distracting. But I don't know. And then they acted like they were going to be everywhere, but they're just behind home plate.
Yeah.
So
what is it? The Marlins? They've got like 17 positive cases.
Yeah.
I saw. So they played the Phillies, I guess, and then all the players tested positive. So then the Phillies versus the Yankees games got postponed because of potentially the Phillies could have became contagious, I guess, or could have contacted.
Well, their first exhibition game was against Atlanta, right? This is what I'm hearing, and they all went out. Like a bunch of the Marlins players went out to clubs or whatever that night.
Oh, really?
Instead of doing, I mean, it was the first freaking game, and you can't follow. It's not like.
Did you hear about the NBA player that he was in the bubble, because the NBA is getting ready to start and do the same thing, and they're all in the bubble in Orlando. He asked for permission to go to like some family member's funeral and ended up going to the strip club instead.
Well, maybe that's where the funeral is held.
Well, right. I guess you could hold a funeral there.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
They have good tater tots there.
That's right. Crazy Uncle Joe's funeral.
Yeah, that's how he would have wanted it.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, that's horrible. Like, I would understand if it's like halfway through, because from my understanding, they're just like they're literally going from game to hotel, game hotel. They're not going anywhere else. They're not doing anything. So I can understand after several weeks, months of doing that, then you're like, I gotta get out, But this was the first freaking game,
Yeah.
One day in, this sucks.
Yeah, I can't do this.
Can't take it.
They didn't even make their way to the hotel. They just
Yeah. Hey, if we slip you 100, can you take us to the club?
yeah. So
Players got to play.
I guess. Well, and that's I mean, here's the thing. All the cases a lot I mean, I guess the majority of newer cases or that age range, the 20s and early 30s, you know.
Idiots. Yeah.
They're ready to get their drink on and go to clubs.
Yeah.
Woo!
Catch the Rona.
Yeah.
My kids have still been pretty good, but they run around a lot, with their friends, and of course they're still working. And
I wouldn't let them back in the house.
I know.
Mm-mm.
So I don't know. It's hard, You can't really tell other than saying you can't come back in the house, I guess. But you can't tell them what to do. And
I got a tent. It's right out back. Go ahead.
yeah, the quarantine tent.
That's your new home.
Oh, you left the house?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. There's the dogs.
Yeah.
Probably Molly's home there. So what else you guys got? You got some interesting news? Man, you guys are...
No.
Did you see the Budweiser Zero?
I started to read an article about that today.
So it literally has no alcohol at all. A lot of those
Yeah.
NA beers have like 0.001% or something like it's still got a trace amount. This has nothing. And I don't know who this goes to. Like, who is someone that would once I don't know. I guess people drink decaffeinated coffee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is a Budweiser with no 50 calories, 0.0% alcohol, and
You're
zero.
first to respond.
Oh, there we go. Here.
First to put others' lives before your
Oh,
own.
come on.
And in an emergency,
Apparently, I can't read that without the tab singing to me. I don't know. What do you think? Nope, not for you.
No.
No, probably not.
Budweiser drinkers probably aren't looking for that. If they made a
No.
Mick Ultra version of that's where your branding probably should have went with Mick
That makes
Ultra Zero.
Yeah.
Because the commercials, they show people running and working out, and they're like, "Oh, I gotta get a beer after this,"
Yeah.
And they drink that. So why wouldn't
Those are bad.
that be your target? Oh, Bud Heavy.
That's right.
You remember? When I don't know if Bauman, you had the same thing when we were younger, in our 20s, out drinking places or whatever. If you got a Bud Light, you were, you were looked down upon. I'm not gonna say what they called us or whatever, but they said, "Oh, Bud Light, why don't you put on your skirt or whatever?"
Right.
That'd be the whole thing, and it'd always be, "Why aren't you drinking Bud Heavy?"
Uh-huh.
So you'd have to drink Bud Heavy in front of all those friends, and then when you get home,
bros.
you could drink Bud Light.
Because we were watching our figures.
Yeah,
Back
yeah, of course. At least I was trying to. It didn't work.
Hey, so I watched that new Tom Hanks movie. What is it called? Where he's the captain, Greyhound.
Captain Phillips.
Yeah.
No, Greyhound.
Yeah.
Man, that was
He's a bus
Man.
driver.
yeah. No, he's a captain of a ship, a battleship. Not a battleship, but maybe it is a battleship in in World War II.
Oh,
And it's a short movie. Surprisingly, it's less than 2 hours. But I don't know. You guys haven't seen that one?
I haven't
No,
watched it yet.
they sold out to Apple, so it's only available on Apple TV.
I got a friend who downloaded it on a server,
Ah,
So it just happened to be there.
Sounds like
And,
an awesome guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
he'll
So
probably
I
go to
checked.
I'll have to meet him.
jail soon.
He probably bought it legally.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I wouldn't waste my time with it.
Really?
No, it was too. Everything was like Navy terms. I mean, it was so deep.
Oh,
in the
my dad would
terminology.
love it.
Yeah, yeah, your dad probably would love it.
Huh.
Everything was just. I mean, it was so over my head. I mean, and there wasn't like a real definitive like. We finished watching it and we're like, why? What was the point of that story? It didn't really like. It was about like a captain who this was his. Apparently, there was like this chunk of ocean that wasn't protected by air because I guess you could only fly out so far from America, from North America, and then you can only fly out so far from Europe. So there was this space of ocean that wasn't protected. So there was like German subs were in that area, and you had to try to get your supplies across from North America to Europe. So this was this captain's first time, and you know, it was successful, but it just seemed like, was that a story that was historic that people have talked about for generations since? I don't know. It was strange.
So, in other words,
You
Apple.
hate Tom Hanks.
No, it sounds like Apple bought themselves a good actor to be in a movie that had no good writing art.
Yeah.
Or it's they half-assed the movie. They're like, we got this
Yeah.
big star, and
Yeah, I don't know what the reviews or the actual critic reviews are on it, but the effects were decent because I guarantee like 99% of it was CGI. I mean, they were definitely not out on the ocean,
right.
and definitely not in a giant battleship. So, but yeah, I don't know. It just didn't have any story to it, I guess.
Well, I'm excited for the new Muppets Now show that is coming to Disney Plus this Friday. Supposed to be the best since the original Muppet Show. We'll see. I think it's more of that family friendly type. If you remember, they had a Muppet. It was just called the Muppets. It was, I
Oh
don't know,
yeah,
a
that
few
was
years
horrible.
ago. It was trying
Yeah.
to be like kind of an Office type ripoff type, where they talk to the camera and stuff. But it was very adult, and Muppets have some adult stuff. It's like Pixar or Disney. You watch a movie and there's an adult thing here or there, but it was very. I don't know. It didn't work, and a lot of people didn't like it. So, but supposedly this is supposed to be good, from what the early reviews are. But guess I'll check that out on on Friday. But they had the virtual Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con this
Oh, yeah.
weekend, and it kind of was a failure.
Oh
And
really?
apparently a lot of the videos and stuff, they could see that they're like 15,000 views, stuff like that. Really, that's not a great turnout for as much money as they invest in this thing. So
Right.
you can see how like virtual is not, people don't care so much if they can't go to it and dress as a zombie or whatever. I
Right.
don't know. But the only things that I saw from that, which were any kind of interest, was a new Bill and Ted trailer, like a full trailer, which it looks better than the last one we saw. Gave a little bit of the story away, and did either of you watch The Boys on Amazon Prime?
Yeah.
You did?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
you need to watch that, man. Not with the kids, but yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I think you've mentioned that it's pretty good.
They showed a little bit of season 2. So
That
Looked pretty
ended
good.
pretty weird.
yeah, which that's why I'm kind of looking forward to seeing, because it ended and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, and then that was
Yeah.
it. So kind of find out more. So, well, guys, that's about all I got. I mean, when I'm the only one bringing stuff,
Jeez, Joe Kelly got suspended for that stuff you showed us last
Did he
night.
really?
Yeah. He
I
got
like
suspended.
his face. He's like, he's like
Yeah. Yeah.
He got
makes a sad
he got suspended for 8 games.
8
Holy
games.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my
like
gosh.
what? Over a tenth of the season.
I'm reading our friend Denny's post here on Facebook. He says this is ridiculous. Guy gets essentially a 22-game suspension if a full season for calling out cheaters who neither suffered ongoing suspension or have their titles stripped.
Right.
Manfred needs to go.
Yeah, I mean, if it was a regular game, they would have went to commercial before they would have saw any of that.
Right. I like Joe
Wow.
Kelly. I thought that was great.
Yeah, I have no problem with what he did.
Uh,
But I like hockey where they beat the piss out of each other. So
There you go. Well, guys, I think we've reached the end. Next week, I don't think we will have a show unless you guys decide to do something on your own.
when are you having your
do
baby?
that. Yes. So next week would be the 5th, next Wednesday, but Thursday the 6th is when the due date for the baby is. But we're supposed to have a day of fun for Millie on that Wednesday, so before the baby comes. We'll see what we can do.
so you got everything in order?
Pretty much.
Very cool.
So, really exciting. So, we probably won't have a show next week. So,
You can't boss us.
I didn't think you would. So, all right,
2
guys.
weeks.
All right.
We'll
Bye.
see you next time. Go watch hockey.
Yep.
See
All
ya.
right. See you later.
StuckInBetaPodcast.com.